Now to our discussion segment. Cybersecurity remains one of the cornerstone of global technological advancement. With the rising complexity of cyber threats globally, there is the need for a proactive and strategic approach. Director General, National Mathematical Center, Abuja, Professor Promise Mubene, stated this during a foundation course on the impact of cybersecurity and its implication or application rather to development aimed at building capacity, enhancing the skills of experts at mitigating the challenges in Nigeria. Well, to speak on emerging cybersecurity threats and solutions for economic development, we have joining us virtually from Shader, the Director General, National Mathematical Center, Abuja, Professor Promise Mubene. You're welcome to business. Sorry, let me. Mubine.
Promise Mebine. Mebine.
Mebine. Okay, beautiful.
Mebine.
Okay, maybe apologies for that. Well, to start our conversation, well, cybersecurity is, common topic these days, most especially in the financial space. While we having that at the time that the world is somehow trying to embrace artificial intelligence and other technologies to see that things have been made easier.
Well, the first thing you need to understand is cybersecurity talks about the practice of protecting systems and networks and programs by protecting um, businesses, protecting governmental agencies. And lots of things are going on today. If today internet is the order of the day, we also have what you call today AI as the order of the day. But if the systems you are using are not protected, of course, the programs you have will be dealt with in a way that you will not and never like it. And of course, businesses pass through lots of pains in terms of um, uh, uh, persons that are ready to destroy businesses by affecting the businesses. And so, what you need to understand is that cybersecurity is very important. And these attacks, what they do is they aim at assessing, changing, or destroying sensitive information, like in your system. If at all is attacked, all the information that you have will be affected, and that's what is happening. So there is the need for us to constantly update our other things to protect the system. If that is not done, of course, today is internet age, but there are lots of persons that are destroying the good things that are coming out of internet. That is the more reason we must be serious about cybersecurity. If that is not taken care of course, you're going to lose billions and billions of naira. Businesses will be destroyed, agencies will be destroyed. Of course, integrity will not stand at all. Today, some of the things you see in the internet is because they are not well protected. And so cybersecurity is something that is very important that every agency, every well-meaning Nigeria must take it seriously.
Okay, you talked about building firewalls. Well, today in Nigeria, cyber attack threats is more than 40% with business being compromised. Do you think we're doing enough to see that we have somehow addressed these threats by just building firewalls?
Not just only building firewalls, there is the need to educate the populace. Some persons just consider, oh, they want to do business in the net, but without knowing the other side of the story. You see, to everything, we have the good side, we have the bad side. And so people need to be properly educated in terms of using cybersecurity. And those things are not known to many agencies, to many persons, to many business persons. And so we must consider malware, which is very, very bad in terms of destroying and incoming and outgoing things. So we must be very, very careful with that. Of course, what about emails? Somebody will just look at, I mean, someone will send an email to you, and if you're not very careful, that email, they want to get the sensitive information that you have. And before you long, you are in for it. Then what about ransomware? Ransomware has to do with the fact that some person will come to you that your data is missing every day, that they want to protect it. They want you to pay some money for it. That is what we call ransomware. Then what about social engineering? He talks about the tactics used um, to trick users into revealing sensitive information. And so, if at all you are not aware of to protect these things, of course, firewalls alone is not enough. Today, we have what we call encryption. Encryption is everything you do, you code it. Like, I want to code my name, Ibine. I'll code it in a way that, except you are in for it, will take you time to know the real name of it. That's more reason if you're using WhatsApp today, they'll tell you go and make sure that you have to embark on two steps security.
Yes.
And when that is done, it minimizes the aspect of attacking your WhatsApp. Like the one that is on now, someone will just send a code to you on WhatsApp. They tell her that you have a meeting. Once you put in that code, every information about you is gone. So we need to educate the public. So we need to educate the public of what is going on in terms of cybersecurity.
Okay, talking about educating the public about cybersecurity, what role should government play in enhancing cybersecurity, and where does the private sector fit in?
Well, we know that government in the past have brought us some policies concerning cybersecurity, but that is enough. And of course, one of the key problems we have is there are lots of unemployed youths. They're out there. Unemployed youth that are out there. Those are the ones that are mostly interested in doing these things. And so what we need to do is to see what we can do to bring these youths together. What else can they do to better the country? It's not, I mean, let us create jobs that will make them to be engaged. I could recall that cybersecurity policy was established in 2014. Then, of course, Cybercrime Act 2015, and also NIGDA has done very many other things. But that is not enough. We need to do more. We need to do more as a country. We need to bring in these youths together, educate them of these vices, educate
Okay,
them on what to
ta-
do.
talking about need to do more. How do we make how do we make the youth use this particular skills in a responsible way? Because you talked about there are a lot of unemployed youths, but they have skills, and that's what they use actually to take advantage of different outfits out there. So how do we make them realize that they could use these particular skills and use it responsibly?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, that there is the need for us to educate the youths constantly, just like National Mathematical Center.
Yeah.
What to do is from time to time we organize programs and bring in undergraduate students, postgraduate students, even lecturers, like the one that we did last week. We brought in postgraduate students, lecturers from all over the country, and we talked about cybersecurity and applications. When training those persons, we also tell them the good side of it and the bad side of it. And so by educating them, they go back to their various schools and universities and
Can
train
you
the
share the good
students.
side of this? I mean, the good side of it.
The good side of it is more than the bad side. Of course, you understand that. Like today, look at, I'm not at NTA in person, but I'm discussing with you. But by you sending the code to me, somebody on the net will want to grab it. And once the person grabs it, the person will hack into your system, hack into my system. So that's the bad side of it. But we need to do more in terms of educating them and training the youths. We need to train them the more. Let us get summits of bringing youth together and educate them in terms of cybersecurity and applications.
Okay. But do you see now with the emergence of AI, do you see AI somehow helping to address this issue of cybersecurity?
AI to some point, yes. But even the AI itself, there is a problem.
Of course,
The
there is
problem
a
in the
problem.
sense that today, most youths are not ready to write down, to use their brain. Whatever they want, they just go to the internet, put in AI, they get what they want to get. And that's what we are facing today in the university system. If you give a project to a student, instead of using a brain to write, except those one that has to do with calculation, but in terms of those that are writing, they get whatever they want to get through AI. In one way, it is easy for them to get it, but of course, it brings about students not serious about reading and developing themselves. And so we should bring in stronger measures, even in universities. The way to check this AI, if it's not well checked, time will come. A student will not be able to write down anything
You
except
know,
it uses AI.
it's very important, Prof, that you talked about the need to regulate AI.
Yes, very important. Yes.
So, how much do you think we need to actually do? Because somehow the deployment of AI is basically restricted to, or basically our know-how has not reached to a level where we could actually apply it in a complex process to maybe help the economy grow. But at this point, what advice would you give the government going forward when it comes to issue of cybersecurity and what we need to do as much as possible, and not just it's not only people at the urban centers that tend to take advantage of this particular technology. There are people at the lesser level of society that would like to also take advantage of that.
Well, the education has to start with the universities, polytechnics and colleges of education, educating the students. And if you now go to the local areas today, every um, every youth has a phone that can use the internet. And what they're after is just to get what they want to get. And so there is the need for grassroots education, not just the urban centers. Grassroots education. Most of them don't understand that what they are doing is a crime, even though there are policies concerning that. But the universities, colleges of education, and polytechnics has to do their own bit by educating the students. And when that is done, of course, every child is from a home, from a family. And if they are well educated, parents have to be educated too. Agencies have to educate their own workers. This is the essence of AI. I mean, that is, you must not exceed this level. If you exceed this level, it means there's something that is bad. So we need to do more education that is all across the country.
Okay, beautiful, Prof. It's been a pleasure talking to you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you
Thank you.
very much. Yeah.
Thank you.